On this episode of the Dudes and Dads podcast, we talk about looking forward for things in 2023.
You're listening to the Dudes and Dads podcast, a show dedicated to helping men be better dudes and dads by building community through meaningful conversation and storytelling. And now, here are your hosts, Joel DeMott and Andy Lehman.
Andy.
Joel.
It's 2023. You know what that means?
I don't. Tell me.
Season 5 of the Dudes and Dads podcast.
Season 5. Oh, yeah.
You know what? This is going to be the year. This is going to be the year where we turn it all around.
Turn that ship around. I said ship.
This is going to be the year where we really make things happen on
We're
this
going
show.
to. Yeah.
We've been playing easy this whole time with the kid gloves on, but now
no. We're for real this time.
This year it's all for real. More magic, more smoke.
More, I don't know. I was gonna
more
go.
of the things that you demand from us in this show. We've heard you loud and clear, and there's it's gonna be a couple cage fights, some occasional.
I'm gonna bring on Eli. He's on too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Hi, Eli. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yep. So this is officially season 5 of the Dudes and Dads podcast.
Yeah.
We've been off for a little bit, but we did that fun time where we did the 10 days of
10 days.
Dudes Miss. I can't even get it out.
Dudes Miss. Yeah.
But we did that fun 10 days of Dudes Miss, and we were at, hey, look at that, Joel.
Who? What?
My mom is watching.
Your mom's watching?
And she said, hi, Eli.
Oh.
Hi.
Wait,
Hi, Grandma.
There we go.
Hi.
Yes.
Yes,
so we did some holiday things. Andy, give us a recap. Give us a recap on your holiday experience. What was it like, and what family member were you most disappointed in this year? Go.
No, you can't say that. No, for real. I would say my recap was good. We went to both. Well, we had first actual Christmas with Julie's family.
Actual Christmas happen on actual
Christmas Day. Yes,
okay.
We did that.
Lovely.
So that was always good. And then a week later, over not actual Christmas Day, we went and hung out with my family. So my sister came up and her husband, and we were all over at my parents' place.
Nice.
And we had a lot of fun.
That's so great.
What about you? Give me a quick recap of you.
Quick
and your
recap.
Christmas.
The holiday season. Well, here's the deal. I started off my holiday season. Well, it was a pre-holiday season with decided to take a 2-day trip down to Nashville because
I have not seen this yet.
You haven't seen it.
Not in person.
I'll show you. So
that sounds bad.
Let's see here. Me and my buddy Tyler Hartford, who we've not had Tyler on the show yet.
We need to get him on here.
Really
He's
should.
He's coming. Tyler, you're coming.
He shares an office wall with the studio here. It's about time we get him in.
Yeah.
But anyway, Tyler graciously helped me. It's a long story. If you check out my Facebook post from a little while ago, but basically, there was a particular tattoo artist that does a particular kind of tattoo that I wanted. That is of a very historical nature, and so that tattoo artist is located. Our good friend Rachel down at True Eden Tattoo Studio in Franklin, Tennessee, so south of Nashville. Tyler and I went down there one evening. Next morning, got up, went and had our sessions. Everything went great. And we quickly got in the truck and started heading north because a blizzard was coming. And we made it most of the way back up with any weather, but we hit the south side of Indianapolis and then it started. But quite honestly, I had thrown the snow tires on the truck and we went 55 instead of 75 and we made it just fine.
Good.
It was fine. But that was the worst case scenario was going to be you're 2 days before Christmas or whatever, and you're going to get, I don't know, stranded and
stuck in Indianapolis,
which depending on whether or not you like Indianapolis, I mean, that could go either way, however you feel about being trapped there. But we came back. This year we hosted at our house. the plan was, this was the plan. Christmas Eve was going to be with my parents, and we were going to go to church with them and all of that. My parents both got the flu.
Oh, bummer.
So had to cancel that. We just delayed that like a week, I guess, about a little bit less than a week to get together with them. Then the next day, Christmas Day, had at our house, Jackie's side of the family, my wife's side of the family. So had kiddos.
I forgot to hit record. That's all right. We got it. We'll get it off of the live stream.
Oh, you get okay. Perfect. Again, hey, welcome
Welcome
back
to season 5.
Welcome back to season 5. Yeah, so Christmas Day was Jackie's family, us hanging out with them. And so that meant Jackie's youngest sister, Kate, lives in State College, Pennsylvania, where she coaches the Penn State women's rugby team, and has recently come off of a trip in New Zealand.
Oh,
helping coach the women's U.S. team out there.
Sweet.
So that they were there for like 3 weeks. That was pretty incredible. So she came in from Pennsylvania. Then let's see, Tiff came in from Cleveland. Other sister came, and my brother-in-law, Jen and Preston, came in from San Diego. So they get to see snow. So that was fortunate for them, and blistering cold. So yeah, and then Jackie's parents were at our house, so everybody was there, and it was a good time. Really great Christmas, and everyone behaved themselves. And by everybody, I mean my children specifically.
That's always good to hear.
That went well, and just had a very full holiday season, but really full of like family, like good stuff.
Good deal.
So
good deal.
Yeah.
So Joel, before we get started tonight, though, we do have 2 sponsors for this particular episode, and the first one is going to be listeners like you. We really could not do this show without you guys. It's something that we love doing, but we could not pay for all of the stuff that happens for this show.
Because we've gotten real fancy. I don't know if you've noticed. This stuff doesn't pay for itself.
Right. So we do appreciate you guys. You helped us a lot, and so we want to say thank you to all of our Patreon sponsors, all of the people who played PayPal, giving us PayPal donations this past year, and we would appreciate more of those because we really like doing what we're doing.
And for those of you that have tried to pay in Bitcoin, I mean, shame on you. We're on to you. We're on to you.
You could do it too. But anyway, yeah. So if you head over to dudesanddadspodcast.com/support, and that'll get you either to Patreon or PayPal, depending how you like to
whatever your
donate.
Your flavor of donation is.
And the cool thing about Patreon is you get extra stuff like bonus episodes and early releases and ad-free episodes and all that good jazz.
And a autographed glossy 5x7.
You said that, but we've not sent you.
We haven't done that yet.
No,
Gosh,
not yet.
I apologize.
Joel,
false advertising.
You want to tell us about our second sponsor?
I would love to. Hey, we're also supported by one of our partners at Formational Coaching Services. You can head over to formationalcoaching.com or look it up on the Facebook, Formational Coaching Services. By the way, Formational Coaching, it's my side hustle, Andy. You've got your side hustle with all your
podcasty things.
Podcasty things and all the technology stuff. And I said to myself, I'm not that smart. So what am I going to do? Stick with what you know. Stick with what you know. So Formational Coaching Services. Yeah, you can head over there. That's just a side gig on top of the new gig that I have, Andy. The new job.
Tell us about that because
I should probably mention. So, over the holiday season, I have a bad habit of starting new jobs during the Christmas holiday season, which is always a little bit. It's just a weird time to start because people are like vacationing and whatever. And so, but I am I'm really, really glad to just say I am the new CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters Southern Lake Michigan region.
Well, congratulations!
Thank you. Excited for this coming year. And we'll get a little bit into because we're talking about some. Oh wow! I told you we're getting fancy around here. Golly, Andy, production excellence.
Yeah, we bring it on.
So yeah, new job. So I'm doing that. Some coaching on the side for people that coaching and counseling for people that just need a little bit of help or whatever. So just trying to keep on doing the things, increase my leadership, get better at doing what I'm doing, and but very excited about 2023. A lot of good things ahead, Andy.
Yeah, I think so.
And which I'm glad to say that, because it has felt like just in recent times we're talking a lot of economic uncertainty, a lot of things, especially in our area. Some definitely challenges for people, but I remain optimistic about what is ahead.
As you should.
Thank
All right.
you.
So speaking about things that are ahead, tonight we are going to be talking a little bit about a looking forward at 2023.
Because we don't do New Year's resolutions, Andy.
No, we do not do
'Cause
resolutions.
They're absolute crap. Don't do them.
So we don't do resolutions. So we're talking a little bit tonight about what we're looking forward to, both all of personally, professionally, and also with our family.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Joel,
Do I get to go first?
you go first.
Thank you so much. You're so kind. Okay, so Andy, here's the deal. I know many people can probably relate to this. The COVID years, they've not been good to my body at all.
Me neither.
So, and this is like I know this is like full disclosure. So I currently weigh the most I have ever weighed in my life.
Me too.
And it's really bugging me. Really bugging me. And I was in a really good spot, like early, toward the end of 2019, beginning of 2020. I was exercising 3 times a week. Like my eating patterns and things like that were healthier. I was sleeping better. Like the whole physical thing.
Right,
I had a
yeah.
rhythm. It was all better. And then obviously my gym closed down when COVID hit. And because I lack the ability to like I didn't have a plan beyond that, whatever, it set me on a course. Was not getting the physical exercise that I need, number one, and number two, I think just my as so many of us probably did, got through those COVID years by eating our feelings. So
True story.
just just the comfort eating, whatever it is. And so I looked today, and even recently had a doctor's appointment. No, okay, I'm not going to tell you who my doctor is because I don't want people to get the wrong idea, but. So I go in, I go in for my recent appointment, and I'm like, I know what the scale is going to say, right? And I know there's probably going to be a conversation about that, whatever. But so the nurse weighs me, and then I go to the waiting room to see my doctor just for a standard checkup, and to look at some blood, and like review some blood work, right? Because we're older now, and apparently we get blood work done. So. So he comes in, he goes, hey, he's like, how you doing? I'm like, oh, pretty good. And he looks at he opens my chart and goes, huh, apparently a little too good.
Oh, whoa.
And I kind of chuckle, and he goes, I'm noticing your weight gain since the last.
You're like, me too.
Since the last time. And
you're like, me too.
And with the weight gain was also like my good cholesterol is not high enough.
Oh, right. So you need to.
So, and how do you deal with that to get that number up? Apparently, you ingest 3,000 daily milligrams of fish oil. That's one thing, and you exercise.
Cool. So you got to start exercising.
So I got to get after it, so that next time I see the doctor in 6 months, and do my next labs, and as they're checking all of this, which it's like. This is how old we are, Andy. Like the word cholesterol is like
it means something. Now.
It means something. We have to pay attention to it.
Ironically, though, that's similar to my actual one too. My looking forward to 2023 is I'd like to do a little bit more healthy eating. Like I catch myself like, hey, let's go get some ice cream. It's 9:00 at night.
Ooh,
and or let's have crap for dinner. And not for dinner, but like just after dinner.
Eli, have you ever heard your father say, let's get crap for dinner?
I cannot say that I have.
So that's what's actually going on in his, now that's what's going on in your dad's brain after the fact. But
well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Or he's asleep maybe when I'm like, let's get ice cream.
Your dad is sneaking out at night. Wow. Okay. Now you know.
I think I've noticed that though.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's mine too. I'd like to get I'm like you, Joel. I think I'm the heaviest that I've ever been. And so I would like to just get a little bit more on the healthy eating scale, but I'm not going to call it a resolution.
No.
We don't do that.
Because resolutions fail. This is why, like, I don't know if I've told this story on the favorite Christian author of mine, speaker, thinker, whatever, John Acuff. he he has this bit where he goes, so I'm checking out. I'm at the grocery store. I'm checking out at the grocery store, and I see, he goes, I strike up a conversation with the guy that's, the clerk that's checking me out. And he goes, and it's like, it's just after New Year's when he's having this conversation. He goes, I wonder, like on average, like how long do you think people like keep their New Year's resolutions?
Sure.
And the clerk goes, oh, that's easy. Until the first week of February. And a cuff goes like, "Wow, like man, it's like that's awfully specific.
Yeah.
Like you knew." He's like, "Where do you get that from?" The clerk's like, "That's easy. That's when people stop buying kale." and it's like, well, there's like something to that. The whole idea with the New Year's resolution is that there's just not the structures or disciplines in place to actually
Gotcha.
like make effective change. Like, great idea and all, glad you want to do it, but like changing something like this thing that you and I are talking about, like a fundamental element of our health.
Yeah.
Like you're going to have to disrupt your life in a pretty significant way, do it on a regular basis, and like retrain the behaviors
Right.
that we've been reinforcing in ourselves for the past 2 years or however long.
All right. So hold on. As we're talking here,
Ooh.
Clark says he's a new to the community. Y'all look so much different than I expected. Not in a bad way though. And then like crying emojis. So I love it.
Clark, thank you.
Love it. So thanks for joining it. And yeah, we love.
Oh, Clark, that's that's the kind of honest dialogue that we're looking
We
for.
love it.
On
We
this
love it.
show.
Yeah. So
That's
thanks.
great.
Thanks for bringing that on. Joel,
That's so great.
hit me with your second one.
Okay, number 2.
This would be the professional, right?
Yeah, this is the professional one. So like I said, I'm the CEO for the a region. It's 3 counties in the lower southwest portion of Michigan, and then upper northwest Indiana. For Big Brothers Big Sisters. Big Brothers Big Sisters,
Everywhere.
It's a national organization. I love what they do. They hook kids up with adult mentors
great.
to absolutely and many of the kids are at-risk kids and like can greatly affect the trajectory of their life. Like really, really good, powerful stuff. It's very simple and straightforward in that way. So professionally though, like following the COVID years, like fundraising events and things like that, they couldn't do them as normal. And so the organization is not functioning as it once did to the level. We're not meeting the need that is there, which the need is considerable. So I want to like make sure more kids have mentors, and I want to make sure that we have the funds and the support to do that. So like that's professionally what I'm going to go after. Partnering with a community that is otherwise very, very generous and is behind those sort of things. So like, I just want to see, like it is my job, like to secure those kind of things and those relationships and get donors and get mentors. But ultimately I want to see more kids just looking forward to a really promising future. So that's the goal for this. We're kind of like out of like we can start having like the big events again, and we can do all of that stuff for the fundraising and things like that. I'm just really, really hopeful and excited for this year. So
absolutely.
That's it.
Great. So my professional goal, I guess you could say, is I would like to not only continue to learn more at my day job,
yes,
but also to kind of develop more on the side hustle, if you will, the podcasting side hustle,
the gig economy.
Right. And producing content and helping people do that too. So if you want to learn how to podcast, hit me up. But
I like the tutorial, if you can call it a tutorial, the webinars that you've been doing.
So if you've not caught it, I decided to join a challenge this year over Christmas. It was called Vlogmas, which is basically like 21, all of 31 actually days of December, and going live. So I went live every day in December, and I kind of did that because I'm great at doing this. Like we can have conversations just fine.
Yep.
But for me, doing it solo is really hard, it's a whole different animal. Yeah. Yep. And so I decided I'm going to try that. I'm going to go live every day in December, and I'm going to talk about something I know. So I talked about podcasting, and it was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about being able to just present myself and my thoughts
Yeah.
solo, and it was great. So
Which is I think that's a whole thing on for any of us, just for professional development in general, to be able to, like, I had this experience recently, like, Andy, if you saw that video that I had to record for Big Brothers Big Sisters, just to like introduce myself and all
Yeah.
of that, the feeling of standing, like, this is one thing what you're doing, but when you stand in front of a camera,
it's totally different.
right, and you have a teleprompter in front of you, and you're really trying to be like, you're talking about something that you're familiar with and you're passionate about, but like, it's not a dialogue, right?
Oh yeah, it's completely different.
It is completely different. And so I get that. Like, to develop that skill is important. And I would say I haven't had a chance to say I applaud you.
Thanks
for the work that you have done. It's
Thanks.
good stuff.
Actually, you know what? I was gonna since my son Eli is actually here, I wanted to ask him personally, what is your goal for 2023?
Yes, Eli.
Tell me, Eli.
Less of a goal, more of just what I'm looking forward to.
Okay.
The next Legend of Zelda
Yeah.
comes out in May.
I love it. Now that you've said that, I know I'm going to hear from my boys now too. They're like, "Ooh, Zelda." By the way, Andy, that's also how old we're getting. That
These things are coming back around. Yeah.
Zelda is the thing, man, because that was
Coming back around.
Awesome.
That was the thing in our day.
It was.
Wow.
All right. So that brings us to family. Joel, tell me about your family and what you plan professionally and whatever else.
So first of all, what I'm really, really excited about. So I have this, and we're going to be able to pick this back up with the younger kids. I think, like I said, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this in a previous show a while ago. The goal is with each one of my kids, when they turn 10, is to do like a little small trip with them. Which that would have been Aaron and Josiah so far, and then COVID hit and ruined all of our plans. And I tried to like redo that, and it just did not
Didn't
happen.
work. Yeah.
But Matthew will be 10 this June, and so he's up next. But Aaron, as we've discussed, just turned 13 in November, and so Aaron and I have a trip planned for the beginning of March. We're going to go to Arizona together.
Nice.
And we're going to do what we both love to do, and that's watch spring training baseball games. And we're going to do some hiking while we're up there. And we're going to have some very intentional, meaningful conversations about what Aaron, some goal setting that he wants to do for his life. And kind of, I think also having the discussion about, and we've been kind of leading up to this, like, now that he is a teenager, like, there are more responsibilities and expectations. There's also greater freedoms. But really this kind of transition into manhood and him kind of taking ownership of that. And then I think my goal would be this summer that he would have, we would, us guys, as we have in other situations, get together, but really have some sort of like kind of official ceremony with him.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And so that's one goal for him specifically, and then this kind of keeps on going with all the kids moving forward. That is the goal. And I think the other one is to make some significant investments in my marriage specifically. The one investment that, and this has been something, and I don't know, I've really thought about this, like why I have drug my feet or just not been proactive in it, but I think one of the investments in my marriage that's like a pretty big deal is just us trying to be better about setting a budget that we're agreeing to, just for on the financial front, like having more conversation about our financial plans and things like that. And I'm just trying to like follow through on that. And I think also, I really think obviously I know there's value in this, and it's not something that we've done. Getting some sort of older mentor couple, I think that could
definitely
like come alongside of us. Now I would say one thing we've been really, really blessed with is, you and Julie, Matt and Courtney, Brian and Kim, like we have three other couples that are like we're the young ones of all that, but having other couples that are at various stages in their marriages, a little bit, they've been married a little bit longer than us, a little bit further on, but I think there's having another couple that maybe doesn't, I don't know, like doesn't know us so much as they just can like sit down with us kind of
Speak into
as a
yeah.
blank slate and kind of speak into our marriage and things like that. That's my goal to some extent. So.
Great. Well, before I get into mine, Clark did actually respond back, and he said, "I just wanted to share that he just started listening from the beginning of the podcast.
Who does that?
He's only 17,
Oh,
but preparing for the future to see what a Christian dude and a dad looks like.
nice,
So,
Clark. Hey, welcome, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's like a disclaimer. The show has come a long way.
Yeah.
And so anybody that's starting off in our original seasons, I feel like you're so dedicated and hopefully very gracious as we've built the show. But thank you. That's awesome.
So for me, family, I would say spend more quality time with my family, be intentional, and also put the phone down and do things with them. So I find myself a lot lately, especially where in the evening, it's like my older 3 kids have phones. My wife has a phone. I have a phone. We're just like, after your youngest goes to bed, we're sitting there and it's like, no, I want to do something different. Like, let's play a game. Let's get outside. Well, maybe not right now because it's cold, but let's do things as opposed to, be intentional. Maybe, I have before put the phone down in my room and just leave it there for the night. And I really like doing that. It's kind of freeing, like not having to have the phone on you at all times. And so that's I'd say where I would like to invest in my family.
Yeah. I think so. Aaron just got a phone, and there's a few reasons. Number one, the phone was free because Jackie was getting an upgrade to hers, so
he got
free. It was the iPhone 12, so free. And then we're which this goes back to an old episode. So we're gonna get Canopy.
Good.
On all the devices and all of that. We're figuring that out. But really, we had the phone talk with Aaron. The reason we didn't get him a phone is because Aaron is now in winter percussion with the high school, and I almost left him there with no one else there the other night. And here's what the situation would be, and this kind of was like, okay, we see the legitimacy of this. He thinks he's supposed. It's a regular night, whatever. Unbeknownst to him, it had been canceled. He had either not the email had not been sent to the 7th graders that he's a part of in the percussion group, whatever. But I drop him off as normal. Now, what I usually do when I drop him off, and this is a 3-hour rehearsal.
Okay.
So I drop him off like I normally do at 6:00 in the evening. And normally what I do, and thank goodness I did it this time too, is I usually just hang out for a few minutes, like while I'm there in the parking lot, check my email, whatever. But I drop him off and I'm waiting. And all of a sudden, and then I'm pulling away, like after I've been waiting, pulling away. And all of a sudden I see Aaron on a dead spread across the parking lot, clearly a little bit distraught. And he's like, there's no one here. They must have canceled it because I looked everywhere and like nobody's here and whatever. Now, here's what would have happened. There was essentially nobody there at the high school. They don't have like pay phones or anything anymore. Everything's closed down. He doesn't know anybody else there. He would have been there for 3 hours, apart from deciding to walk several miles home. And by the way, it was reasonably cold out. Yeah. Right. And it was kind of like now we're entering into situations where if he would have had a phone, they would have just addressed the issue right away. And so that's how we ended up getting him one. But now I hear you loud and clear where it's like
you have to do something about that too.
Yeah. And how we're gonna model for him, be proactive, model for him the use. He's been real great about it because we had the whole talk of like, this is our phone that you get to use,
and we can look at it whenever you
100%. All those things, all the things that we have talked about in here. I was really actually really proud of Jackie and I. Like, quite honestly, I was like, we like set the boundary early, follow through, have a system in place. He understands what's expected of him, and I've been really proud of him. Has been following through on that. Like, as far as where the phone can go, can't go, how it's to be used.
Your no-fly zones in the house.
Exactly, all of that stuff. Yep. So, so that's been good. But now it's like, okay, how are we modeling our our phone use with him and all of that. So yeah, I'm with you. I hear you.
All right, so I'm going to put Eli on the spot again. Eli,
Yes.
family goals. Any family goals this year?
Not really. I haven't thought of anything.
Oh, Eli. Here's the chance, man.
Put your phone down. Be
Here's the chance
intentional.
down. Love your siblings more. Serve them more. Serve your siblings more. Show kindness to them more. How about that?
Sure.
Attaboy. See, there we go. See?
All right.
You're welcome. You're welcome, layman kids. I just brokered that deal for you.
Good deal. Good deal. So, Joel, anything else that you want to put out for this 2023?
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
we've kind of went through our, family, personal, and professional things, but what else can we be looking forward to? What else are you looking forward to this year?
Well, here's the thing. For this show, Andy, I want to reach more people. I want to encourage more people. I want to have more dudes and dads have a sense of community and know that there are people in their corner, people like you and I and others in their corner to see them live a good, full life, a life of purpose and meaning. That's what we're about. Like and we've been so fortunate, and this podcast is really a gift to us because we get to hear a lot of really cool and encouraging stories when we have interviews, when we have our discussions. So I want to do more good in the world, Andy, and extend the community, and I think we've got all the things necessary to do that. So,
all right. So my wife Julie's on, and she says, Eli, Disney, Eli. That's what you have for family for this year.
Completely forgot.
Oh no!
Forgot.
Oh boy!
No, how do you forget about Disney, Eli?
Disney, gosh, it's the most magical place on earth.
We are going this year,
So exciting!
Yeah, we're
So
looking
exciting.
forward to it.
Yeah, I really previously I was real poo-poo on the whole Disney thing, but I will say now I've just done Disney. I've done Disneyland and did a Disney cruise, and both were amazing and magical, and even the adults enjoy it. So
I'm looking forward to it.
it's going to be good, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it's going to be good.
Yeah. So I'll go back and kind of say, retouch, I'd say, on what you kind of said there, Joel. For this podcast, I'm looking forward to just meeting more people. Over the last four seasons. There we go.
Yeah.
Over the last 4 seasons, we've had a lot of really cool, amazing guests on. People that we knew, people that I didn't know, people that you knew that and it's just been fun to get to know those people. I have so many more people on my Facebook now that I didn't know before we started this, but I'm now friends with.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to that for this season too, but also just having a building the community better. I know Clark had on the show here in the comments had said, he's new to the community, and that's one of the things I want to push this year is more of the community, more of us hanging out, people hanging out, and just kind of getting to know people, and just kind of challenging and encouraging people to be better men and be better dudes. Because I think and dads, because that's where that's what we're all about.
Yep.
And I think that I want to help people do that this year.
Yeah. I think there maybe another goal, because we've been talking about this, is some live recordings, live broadcasts,
like actual live ones.
But like on location and do some things. I think that could be a good time. And we're just trying to ask the question, like, how can we invest in our local community here, with what we do? So yeah, I think there's so many things that we can tap into and continue to build. So we're excited. Dudes and dads listeners, again, we say it. Thank you for all the stuff that you do, all the ways that you invest in us, the feedback, all of that. You can always, as always, get in touch with us. Andy, the website.
Oh yes, the website
is
new.
New.
So one of the things that I did over this winter break,
with all the time that you had, just twiddling your thumbs,
right, was update our website. So if you go to dudesanddadspodcast.com, it looks completely different.
Completely different, and
so.
we got a little bit of editing work to do on it, but it's classy as always. Andy, just hit it out of the park. Hit it out of the park. But yeah, we're looking to freshen up some several things. Working on some new branding. Got to get that taken care of, and also maybe some new merch too. Maybe maybe that 5x7 glossy will
That we
will really
keep promising our patrons.
will really come through on that. But yeah, friends, thanks.
Yeah.
For tuning in. As always, you can shoot us an email over at dudesanddatspodcast@gmail.com. Dudesanddatspodcast.com on the website, as we said.
Instagram. Follow us over on Instagram.
Yeah. Would you follow us? Would you like? If you haven't subscribed to wherever it is you get your podcast, subscribe to us. Follow us. Give us a good rating too, like so it can help people find it. Right? That's how that works.
Sure, that's what they say, anyways.
Plug into the algorithm, people. I don't know. But hey, guys, it's going to be exciting 2023. We hope you will join us for the ride. Thanks for hanging out, and until next time, wish you grace
and peace.
Want to see some more of us? Head over and meet us on Instagram